It looks like he's doing something with his hand there. Anyway, and that's his reaction to being told he should overthrow the Constitution and him knowing that he can't. And that's the last time they ever shook hands. Anyway, a lot is going on in DC right now. As we're filming this, there are senators objecting to the results of some of the states. Mike Pence is like, dude, I can't help you. Trump is really mad about it. So that's right now. But we knew that this was going to happen because of this little back and forth between Trump and Pence. This morning, Trump tweeted, states want to correct their votes, which they now know were based on irregularities and fraud, plus corrupt process, never received legislative approval. All Mike Pence has to do is send them back to the states and we win. Do it, Mike. This is a time for extreme courage. So why was he saying that? Well, he was probably saying that because the reporting as of last night was that Mike Pence was not going to help him, or more accurately, was not going to be able to help him because he can't do anything. Now, the New York Times reported that Vice President Mike Pence told Trump yesterday that he did not believe he had the power to block congressional certification of Joe Biden's victory in the presidential election, despite Trump consistently saying that he does, that he can. And what do you know? He kept saying that today. That is out there. Trump's tweeting, the vice president has the power to reject fraudulently chosen electors, which again, no, he doesn't. Like he is a ceremonial person. He is Vanna Vice President White. That is basically what he is. He's literally supposed to open the envelopes and say, La La Land won, oops. That's all he's supposed to say. That's the end of his part of the thing. He doesn't actually choose whether Moonlight gets to win or not. And so Pence told him that. And he told him in advance that he wasn't gonna help him. So I have to assume, and based on what we're seeing out there today, JR, Mike Pence is done in the Republican Party.
Oh, well, apparently
save Trump.
Well, so first of all, I forget if it was Washington Post or New York Times that originally reported that Pence had to tell him, sorry, bro, I can't help you. I can't do nothing for you, man, in the words of the illustrious Flavor Flav. So in saying that, Trump then disputed that report that they were going back and forth, that Pence told him that he can't do anything about it. So he's even disputing the news of it happening and continues the pressure on Mike Pence. So this conversation that Pence had to have with him, Mike Pence, the one who shifted the water bottle in response to what Trump was doing, who nods his head every time Trump says something, who stands behind him and looks at him like he's a god. No lie, he stands with his hands crossed and he goes, every time Trump speaks. And so now he has to be this guy who Trump is unexpectedly like, how, wait, my puppet? When did Pinocchio come to life? And when did he start telling me what he can and can't do? He's surprised by this and he's like, we gotta continue along down this road. I would love to have heard that conversation and how quietly Mike Pence said, oh, Mr. President, I don't think I can do that. And then the rage that flew into it afterwards. All these things I would love to be chronicled. It's like my kid thinks everything exists in video form. So if I talk about something that happened to me in 1992, it'd be like, oh, let's look it up, let's see it. I was like, that's not how it works, bro. Everything isn't recorded. I wish this was, because I'm sure this conversation was brutal to witness.
Yeah, and the aftermath is gonna be brutal for Mike Pence. And look, any sympathy that you have would be wasted to put on Mike Pence. But in his defense, for the first time ever, he can't do anything. And Pence and Republican voters, or sorry, Trump and Republican voters, if you're watching this, which you probably are, you're not busy in DC or anything, trying to overthrow the government. We've been trying to tell you that he can't save you. Whereas your preferred grifters tell you that he can. So they set you up to be betrayed today. We tried to save you. Are you gonna give us any credit for that? No, probably not. Now, all of this is still ongoing. Trump said last night, they put out a statement where Trump said that the fact that he had a discussion with Pence and Pence said he wouldn't be able to do it was fake news. He never said that. The vice president and I are in total agreement that the vice president has the power to act. So no, it wasn't fake news and you're lying there. They're not in agreement because what do you know? Pence said he can't save you. So here is what is going to happen. It's happening right now. Unless something insane happens, the Proud Boys, pull a Handmaid's Tale and gun down the Senate. Unless something crazy happens, here is what today will actually look like in all of the ways that it matters. Mr. Pence will preside on Wednesday over a roll call of the states. If at least one senator and one House member object to the results from a state, They can force a debate for up to 2 hours about those results. That's happening literally right now. Each chamber will then vote separately on whether to certify that state's results. For results to be overturned, both the House and the Senate would have to agree to do so. Because the House is controlled by the Democrats, there is no realistic possibility of any state's outcome being rejected. In addition, many, if not most, Senate Republicans appear likely to join all Democrats in rejecting challenges to the results, including, by the way, Senator Langford, who had previously said that he would support overturning the results, but after last night's results, he has turned around and said he's not going to be okay with that. So when the results from all of the states have been considered, Mr. Pence, who as vice president also serves as presiding officer of the Senate, will be called on to read out the electoral college votes for each candidate, formalizing Mr. Biden's victory. And then that is it. That's going to happen. There's nothing that can be done that can stop that. It's gonna happen, and then that's it. We still, for some reason, have to wait 2 more weeks until inauguration, but it's going to happen. It doesn't matter what Lin Wood or Alex Jones or Donald Trump told you. It's gonna happen. Joe Biden's gonna be president. Trump, you're gone. Bye-bye.
They know it's gonna happen. That's why they're in the streets. That's why they got guns. That's why they're charging it. Police in DC, and that's also why they're trying to charge the Capitol steps or whatever steps they're trying to charge. They know this. They've known it for weeks. Before the election at the beginning of November, they were saying, let's be prepared because we're going to lose. They knew it. They know they're unpopular. They know that they know that the majority of the country isn't on board for this, even with their electoral college route. And by the way, small thing on the electoral college, the reason that some of the folks in the Senate are trying to protect this is because they're concerned, and this could speak to you, John. They're concerned that maybe Democrats might jump on this and go, well, let's go along with this. Yeah, you're right. The electoral college does suck. How about we get rid of that thing and let's go for the popular vote route? Because the majority of people in the country should be represented, right? But no. So the fear is that their tool that has allowed them to win any elections, some fringe aspects of their party are now challenging the legitimacy of that one lifeline the Republican Party has left. And one reason why they're even a significant name in our political landscape.
Yeah. Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.